in my time zone when my mind's gone and I'm flying home and I'm stressed out.
That day, the day she decided to say yes to me, still plays back in my mind like my most favorite song on replay. I wish I could give it an airplay so you could get a sneak peek into my mind of how joyous I felt. Her smile was as beautiful and colorful as the decorated church aisle she walked upon. She looked so ravishing she could easily draw a smile from a blind man who but felt her presence, and I choose to remember her. I choose to remember her as a fully blossomed flower that King Solomon in all his wrestling dance would envy, but beyond her beauty was an emptiness she was seeking to fill after she had said yes to me. I remember the first day that she took in her first breath, and as she felt the rush of wind brush against the tender skin. And it's another memory I cannot brush off. I remember because she was in the home that I lived in, and I was present when she gave a loud cry announcing to the world she was Mother Earth's new addition. I watched her grow up. And even though she would occasionally say hi to me, yet she had no relationship with me, I grew to love her regardless, waiting for a day that she would recognize me, a day that she would give me a chance to listen to all that I had for her. But then we were at the church. As she made her way towards the altar, someone had finally told her of my love for her and told her it wasn't enough to be born in a Christian home. Well, I told you, she was in a home I lived in. And even though she used to go to church, yes, she had no relationship with me. So that day, as she made her way towards the altar to finally answer to that altar call, I was joyous. I was joyous that she had finally heard that like a lamb I was led to the slaughter. Like a sheep before a shearer, I was silent and uttered not a word. See, that ordeal was for her. It was supposed to be her fight and her call to see death and end it all. Besides, she was the one who did fall. But I stepped in, breaking every protocol. Divinity taking the form of humanity. Divinity paying the price for the fall of humanity. I did it all for her. I knew that on this earth my journey would end in agony, but I still proceeded to get Gethsemane. Yes, I did it all for her. The cross I carried was very heavy, but it was sins that weighed me down. I left behind my wealth and stepped down and took a makeshift crown made of thorns. I bled, allowing myself to be led to the clutches of death by one thing I had never tasted of sin, so that this sin could be subtracted out of her life for righteousness to be added, so she could be called a product of grace. See, I ain't talking mathematics. I am talking about a rescue mission for when the sins had accumulated like a mountain. My blood poured out like a fountain, covering every portion of the sins. At what cost? At the cost of my life, left lifeless on the cross, and the blood that poured out of me was the bright price I overly paid for her. And all I wanted in return wasn't for her to take my hand and dip her fingers in the hollow of my palm, but just believe and take that same hand in marriage. So that day, when she decided to say yes to me, I put a ring of redemption on her finger, and I whispered to her, "You are now without blemish," because I meant it when I said, "It is finished."
Can't I control myself? Holy Ghost taking over. I'm in a vintage of hell. Tell him I'm taking over. What a bus.